Okay, so I've already primed my lid. The first color I'm going to take is Ivory, and this is by e.l.f. You can pick this up at Target for $1. And I'm just going to take this brush here. This is a Chanel brush, I don't know the number. You just want to use a brush that's not going to give you a real concentrated, you just want like a sweep of the, I don't mean a sweep, I mean like a light dusting of this color all over the lid. Alright, and then make sure that you take it up all the way underneath the brow, because it will be, there's not going to be a highlight color underneath the brow, so this will act as that. Alright, next I am going in with this angled brush, and I'm going to be taking a gunmetal gray, and I'm going to be using this color here, that color, wait, no, not that color, this color, right there. So I'm going to be taking that color, and I'm going to be lining the upper lash line with that. So first what you want to do is just concentrate it at the lash line, as if you're just lining the lashes. Just like that. Then once you have it down, you want to you want to come over here, drag a little bit of it into the corner, and then drag it up just a little tiny bit, making a little bit of a wing. Okay, and then once you've done that, you should have most of the product off of your brush. And then just go in and smudge the line about halfway up your eyelid. Alright, just like that. And I'm going to make it a little bit darker, because you end up pushing up the product so it's not as concentrated at the base. Just going to go back and put some more right at the lash line, just pressing it down. Okay, next I'm taking Mulch, which is just a little bit of a shimmery brown, kind of like a chocolate color. And I'm going to take this brush here by e.l.f., and I think you can get this one at Target. It's the Defining Eye Brush. It's kind of thin, and then it's angled. I'm going to pick up some of that color, and then what you want to do is you want to come into the bridge of your nose right here. You'll see like a natural shadow there, and that's where you want to place down the brush. So you want to place it down. If you're using a brush like this, you want to put the point downwards. And you're just going to place it down there, and then just start dragging the color up. Just want to make sure that I have it even with the other side. So let me pick up a little bit more of the color. I didn't pick up that much. So don't start off with a lot of product on your brush, you just want to build it up. Okay, so you're going to be dragging up the color like this, and then up here, don't put more product on your brush, but just kind of drag up what you've already done into the, what you've already placed down, up into your eyebrow. Just drag it up. This is going to be the hardest part of the look, is doing this part right here that's going into the bridge of the nose. Alright, so next I'm going to point the brush downwards, and I'm going to start off down here and then just dragging the color up to meet with the color that was placed on here. I'm using the same color. It's kind of like a cut crease, but it's not an extreme cut crease. And then when you're placing the color down here, you want to keep the thinner part of your brush. If you're not going to use this type of brush, then whatever brush that you use, you want to have it pointed down so that it's the thin part, because you don't want the color to be dragged up, you know, as opposed to if you were using the brush this way, then you're going to drag more color up into the highlight, and you don't want to do that right here. This is going to be thinner. And then you're going to turn your brush. Actually, I'm going to turn it this way. And then it's going to go up a little bit higher right there. It's a little bit difficult to explain, but just, you know, if you're watching the movements of the brush, you'll be able to get it. It's kind of almost like you're making a triangle like that. Alright, so once you have the shadow down right there, just pick up a little tiny bit more, and then just press it into the corner here, and then just kind of blend it in. Okay, I think that looks even. It's also important to get it even, the bridge of the nose. Alright, so next I'm going to go in with Wet n Wild's black gel liner. And you just want to line the upper lash line, just a thin line. And then a very tiny wing. Just like that. It's very small, almost not even noticeable. And if you don't know how to do a wing, you could really just skip it, because I don't think you can even really see it on the other side. Alright, so next I'm going to be curling my lashes, and I'm actually going to be using individual lashes today. And I'm going to be using these right here. And these you can actually find at the 99-cent store. They're, I believe they're human hair also. They seem to me to be the same manufacturer that Red Cherry gets their lashes from. Alright, so I'm going to put those on and I'll be right back. Alright, so I curled my lashes, I put my mascara on, and then I put the individual lashes. And then what I did after is I went in with the mascara, and I only went over. I don't recommend putting mascara on your lashes, especially if you're going to reuse them, so I rarely do that. But what I did here is on the tips of the false lashes, right only up to where they meet up with my natural lash, I ran it over with some mascara. Just so that they don't look funny, because it's obvious that there wasn't any mascara on them. Alright, so next I'm going back in again with the black gel liner and the same brush, and I'm going to tightline. I'm going to pick up my lid. Let me finish the sentence. Alright, so I have that down now. It doesn't hurt, my eyes watering just because it kind of tickled. Alright, so now I'm going back in with the same angled brush that I used earlier, and I'm going to go in with the same gunmetal gray, which is this one right here, and this is the Balm palette, and this is called the Balm and the Beautiful. It's this palette here, and that is in the color the Mother-in-Law. So I'm just going to take some of that, and I'm going to run it along the lower lash line, going all the way into the tear duct. You just want to kind of smudge it along. And then I'm going to pick up a little bit more, and then I'm going to go on top of the lash line. When you do that, you're able to get a little bit closer, especially if you've tight lined. You don't want a little gap there of your skin showing through. Alright, so I went ahead and I had to stop the camera obviously because the dogs were barking, so I put my mascara on the bottom lashes. Now I'm going back in again with the black gel liner and the same brush, and I'm just going to go on the top of the lash line and just darken up the lash line using the gel liner. I'm also going to go underneath with it. Okay. Alright, next I am taking, and I don't know the name of this color, it's a cream blush by MAC. It's a peach tone, and I'm going to use a synthetic brush. Alright, so I'm just going to place that down. None of the products that I'm using except for one of the products, which is the lip liner, is the products that Kim's makeup artist used. I only have one of them, so just use whatever you have that's close to whatever I'm using. Alright. And like usual, if you take it in too far, I always show this, if I've taken the blush too far in, and I just go back with my foundation brush and just kind of push it back away. Well, not away, back towards where the rest of the blush is. Alright, now I am taking this Maybelline Color Tattoo, and this is the white one, and this is in the color Too Cool. She looks like that. She used some type of white product also, and it was a cream, so I just decided to use this. And I'm going to be taking a synthetic brush. Just let me pick that up. It's a little bit difficult to pick up. Alright, so I'm just going to place that down on the top of the cheekbone. Just like that. I'm going to wipe off the excess, or you can just turn the brush around and then just blend it in a little bit better because you don't want to have a streak. You can also go in the opposite direction. That helps blend it in. Okay, so next on the lips I just used a lip plumper, and I used this one by Lip Fusion XL. This is actually supposed to be used at night, like you're supposed to notice a difference after using it for a while. But I always forget to put it on when I go to sleep, so I don't know if it actually works or not. And then the lip liner that I used is this one right here by Smashbox. This is the only product that I bought for the look that was actually used by Kim's makeup artist, and this is the Smashbox, and it's called the Nude Lip Liner Pencil, and that's the line of lip pencils, and this is in the color Fair. And these are actually great. The only reason I bought this one, it's not a unique color, but they are waterproof, and they seem to work really well as far as, you know, them saying it's waterproof, and I've actually noticed that they are. So that's a swatch of it there. It looks like a pink tone. And then this is the lipstick that I used, and this is a Sheen Supreme by MAC, and it's called Full Speed. Now, this, if you can see, this doesn't look the same as the way it looks on my lips. So what I did is, her makeup artist used a color by YSL in Peach Passion, so I swatched it, and then I went over to MAC to find something, to find a dupe. Now if you compare the two lipsticks side by side in the tube, they don't actually look the same. You can see how bright it is there, but what I did to make it look the same is I just dabbed it on like this, and dabbing it on like that and then spreading it out, it actually looks exactly the same as that, you know, and that lipstick is like over $30, and these are only $14. They're still pricey, but it worked. Alright, so next, just to give a little bit more definition to the lip, I'm just going to do this on the lower line. I'm going to take some concealer, and this one is by Urban Decay, it's 24/7, and I'm going to take the e.l.f. concealer brush, and I'm just going to go in and follow the line. You usually do this technique when you're using a red lipstick, but like I said, her lips look really big, so I'm going to see if this will help my lips look a little bit fuller and more defined. I'm just going to put the color on first. And take a little bit more. You don't want to use something super light. I'm actually going to blend this in so it's not going to look so light. Alright, so I'm going to wipe off the excess off the brush, and then I'm just going to bring it out, feather it out, and it'll blend in. Not completely, but enough to where it doesn't look like an obvious line there. Alright, so that is it for the look. If you have any questions, let me know.